But no matter what comes next, I still have to face the ending.
I have 1 dice.
Let's survey separately.
All right.
Okay.
I assume this is controlled.
Is it
This
just
is
a fortune roll?
What's that? No,
Is
this is
it
going to be a survey.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was a survey fortune roll.
So it's controlled
It's controlled until at least one of you fail.
and standard.
And standard, yes. All right.
Whee!
There you go. A 4.
All right, great. So you've looked around. You've seen on the outside door, there's kind of a bulletin with the labor staff switching in and out in their time zones. So you got a little bit of information of people coming and going. Not names, but numbers.
Yeah.
But since I can't think of a downside to grid, I'm just going to tick up this clock one. If that clock fills, the crates are gone by the time you get there.
Right.
And presso.
I got a 1.
You got a 1.
Yeah, it says it right there.
Yep. So you're looking around and, getting to places you probably shouldn't, and you hear a voice, hey, you. And you turn around, and there's a railjack worker. He's got the outfit, he's got a wrench. Hey, come give me a hand.
Okay. I walk right over and help him do whatever it is he's doing.
Yeah, and he takes you across the 2 rails and over to the facility here. And it looks like there's an assembly line to go through mushrooms that have been picked. And the place smells. And he's taking you inside and looking around. It looks like he's going to put you to work.
I put on my mask because I don't want to breathe any mushroom fumes. And I guess I spend the next few hours sorting mushrooms and getting yelled at because I don't know how to sort mushrooms. Or do I know how to sort mushrooms?
Well, what's your career before this? An academic? Probably not.
Yeah. And I actually have study. I'm overeducated. So yeah, I spent all day sorting mushrooms.
Yeah, so great. You haven't raised any suspicions yet. Is there anything else Grit wanted to do while he's out here? Like, he's seen his comrade get dragged off of one of the rail jacks, and that guy's making his way back over here with his kind of looking out.
I think as soon as I see, like, the 2 of them walking off, I'm just, like, rolling my eyes and, like, well, doesn't look like too tricky a job. And I bail out. Like, the crate that I'm holding for disguise, I just, like, put into some... I assume there's, like, a intake kind of area or something.
There would be a big warehouse door that can come up for both the train and another one for the road. And the guys out front, seeing the uniform, just kind of like open it up and kind of point at a corner just inside.
Yeah.
As long as you don't dawdle, there's no questions.
Yeah, exactly. Have a little glance around, but then, like, I'm trying not to raise suspicion, so I think he'll just head out again.
Mm-hmm. All right, and Bishop, you had another plan while these guys were doing that.
Right, yeah. I was planning on having some good friendly conversations and see if anyone would let slip security detail information on that area.
And where are you going to do this?
Well, we're friends with the Railjack. They have drinking spots, so I can just go there. I can pay for some of their drinks. We'll have friendly conversation. We'll have a good time.
Yeah, so you buy some cheap beers, and everyone seems in a decent mood right now. Obviously, this shift is just getting done. So just give me a quick consort. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, so we got consort. I guess it's a controlled situation.
Yep.
Alright,
assuming nothing goes wrong. Yep.
Yeah, no one's really hiding anything, and I'm just not rolling too well. It's a 3.
All right. So these are the same guys you pissed off a couple days before. You buy the drinks. They're kind of suspicious, and they're kind of like, "What do you want?" You're like, "Oh, nothing." And after a while, you start asking questions, and they're like, "We knew it." They slam down the drinks, and they head off. They just had enough of Bishop's crap, apparently.
Everyone gets like this eventually. What's wrong with them? It's definitely not me. Maybe I need even more money.
Yeah, and so you all meet back together, Presso's made a couple copper coins that, a week's work at that, he could probably buy a meal.
Yeah.
So how do
They
you
work
feel
hard
after
enough-
an honest day's work?
Well, man, I really want to kill something.
Never again, understood. Well, let's do it. I learned nothing. What about you?
Grit.
Yeah, front door looks like the easiest way in, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, it was what, made of wood or brick or stone or whatever. What was it made of?
It looks like clay brick. Most of the building is. It's a little higher quality than most of the buildings in the poorer parts of town.
Yeah, but the
it's-
lads with the keys in, they're made of flesh and bone.
Well, I'm just thinking now, not for me to cast aspersions on the quality of our government, but it would seem really weird to move all the contraband. If it were explosives and weapons, it seems really weird to store them next to the primary target of the terrorists, because all the terrorists would have to do is break into that building, grab the stuff, and attack next door.
Yeah,
It's
but if
not
they
like
attack
the-
next door, the poor starve, not the rich.
Uh,
And it's
Okay.
their warehouses, not like where they work. It's not like where the bureaucrats are.
Right, attacking the food bank won't bring down the government here.
Right. So the Lost wouldn't attack the food bank and send the food to everyone. That's not one of their primary targets. They're mad at the aristos, not the food bank.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe not that weird then. Okay. And also I was thinking they could be depending on a veil of secrecy, which we've penetrated. But okay. By the way, does anyone want to blow up the food bank? Because this is our day to do it.
That does.
This
that
is the
just
last
sounds-
time they give me bad mushrooms. Wait, I shouldn't have admitted I have to go there. Damn it.
Oh. Look, I'm sorry you got the bad mushrooms. They work us so hard. It just keeps coming. The fair just keeps coming. They just never stop. No, okay. Yeah, it seemed reasonably all right. So, okay, yeah. No, I'm thinking a smash and grab is probably in the right. I mean, if it's a warehouse, it didn't seem that secure in the first place. There'll probably just be some token security guards who will probably give up. The thing I would worry about is alarms, because the place across the street has good security. The Ministry of Preservation, is that did that have armed guards?
It had quite a people who were maybe not armed with guns and that, but they are definitely well equipped, and there is a number of blue coats around that building.
Okay.
Yeah, and blue coats will be fully armed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And also people, we have what, smoothbore pistols? We don't have rifles yet, do we?
You have one-shot pistols for the most part.
Okay.
I think
all right.
there's one person who can get a rifle as specialty equipment for their.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be
that-
the
the
hunter or
hound-
something, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the Hound playbook can have a rifle,
Okay, because I would be worried if we're within eye line of the Ministry of Preservation, someone with a long-distance weapon might take a shot at us.
Well, I
Certainly
guess we
if
just
we
have to
trip
go
off
around
an
the south
alarm.
side of the building then.
Right, so if we trip off an alarm, it's stick to the shadows and get the hell out, because I wouldn't want to get shot by people. Because it's one thing if they would have to give up the ministry, leave the premises to come after us. If they have to do that, they're not going to do that because they don't give a shit.
Mhm.
But if they could actually see us from there and had guns, they might be able to shoot at us. But I'm also hearing we really don't have weapons that are that long ranged.
yeah. I mean,
We're,
the
we're,
best I got is a pistol.
we're pre-Civil War era gun technology.
Yeah, that stuff exists, but is rare. Only the military and a Hound would have one.
Don't want to set off the alarm, but it's not like the military base next door might shoot at us. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm thinking if we got in there neutral. I mean, I'm not saying we can't sneak in, but I'm saying an assault would be that we come in heavy. If we meet any opposition, we neutralize them, and then go in to steal it. Because, is this a hot enough tip to hurt people or kill people? I mean, you guys down with that? I don't want to book you guys for something you don't want to do.
Well, like I said, I think we need the armament if we're going to be taken seriously. So I'm
No
on
one
your
takes you
side.
serious. Okay. Then, yeah, I think we should plan for an assault.
I'm down to break some kneecaps.
Assault it is.
All right. So you guys know the lay of the land. You know you are attacking something that is better equipped than you usually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
it is
fine.
pretty daring.
Yeah. I only have the
Alright.
one life.
Yeah, we're just gonna break into this warehouse and steal a bunch of explosives. How bad could it go?
We don't even know if it's explosives. We just know
That's
it's
true. But that's what you've told Grit, so that's what he believes.
Well,
Oh,
Right.
dear.
it's weapons that they seized from the terrorists.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that it's got to be something that that terrorists would employ against the aristos.
Yeah.
And serious enough that they didn't just throw it in the contraband locker we were in, that they actually put it somewhere that has reasonable security. So I'm assuming it's something.
All right.
Yeah, so let's
So
go
you
get
guys
it.
are going on the south side. You're far away from the blue coats.
I have a question. How do lost people dress themselves? Do they have a particular, like, do they wear red
The
ribbon?
lost tend to blend into the civil community, civilian community.
Yeah, they're trying not to
Be
be
caught.
obvious.
So, yeah, we're gonna have, like, armor, basic, normal, everyday trench coats, because this is, like, England, so everything's cold.
Mhm.
And then over the top, we just, like, put on a domino mask or something.
Uh,
And slick back
okay.
our hair so we look different.
In other words, we couldn't dress ourselves to look like lost people, like wear their iconography or anything like that.
You could dress just like average people and hope for the best.
Mhm.
So here's
Okay.
the question: what load is everyone taking?
Oh, I'm heavy. I'm always heavy.
I'm not sure I get anything from going heavy beyond just being normal here. Like, one more point I don't think is going to make or break me in this case, especially considering I'm not the fighter of the group.
All right.
Yeah, given that we're not trying to deceive them, that we're like, we're
You're
not
coming
going
in
back
guns
in our
blazing.
railjack outfits. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm just gonna go heavy as well. Like we're here to bust.
Right. I need the opportunity to maybe cover for you for a few seconds, so we'll see
Yeah,
how
fair
it goes.
enough.
All right. So
Yeah, no,
off that.
we're going to sneak in, but if we get caught, we're willing to break.
Well, this is an assault mission though, so you're ready to go.
Yeah, are
Yeah,
we going?
guys.
That's not what I understood, Raf. I don't think we're trying to sneak in. I'm going in the front door and like baseball batting these guys to the head, unless you tell me we're sneaking in. Because that would be a stealth mission, not a assault mission.
So you're going to fight your way through several city blocks. That's where
No. We rock up to the warehouse and then fight
And
our
then
way
shit goes to
in.
hell.
that's what I meant. We sneak up to the warehouse, neutralize the guards, and get in.
Sure. Yeah.
Where we're
Yeah.
starting. You're coming in through the south side. There was an entryway there.
Mhm.
I imagine Grit's the one who kicks in the door.
If there's no one outside, then yep. I'll
Yeah, I'm Grit's
kick the door in.
backup.
So the three of you mosey in, kick open the door. You look down. 2 guards are already on the ground. They look like they beat pretty bad. And a guy with a pistol brings it up to the 3 of you, and he's shaking a little. And you see a little emblem, like on his the sleeve of his not the sleeve, the tip of his shirt, and it's got a little hound on it.
What does that
Who
mean?
the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
Doesn't matter, drop the weapon.
No.
And I am, of course, just trying to intimidate into a quick surrender here.
Oh, yeah, you've got... are you intimidating?
I am, I have command. I have a commanding
Alright.
voice.
Yeah,
Yeah, great. You should assist him.
Yeah. Well, why don't we make it a group action?
Yeah,
Group-
we got the lot of us
absolutely
here,
can.
why not?
You know,
I-
sure. I'll throw in. You guys asked me to. All right. So what kind of roll
Right.
is this?
Just quick question: do you guys have your weapons out? And if so, just check them off on your sheet so I know they're ready.
I will
Yeah,
go ahead
I
and say I
think-
have a pistol.
I'm gonna mark my fine heavy weapon because like over my shoulder and now like in my hand I've got it's like a metal I don't know if there is a sport like baseball here, but it's a metal bat with barbed wire wrapped around it.
Yeah, barbed wire bat.
It's a barbed wire bat, and I'm just like I've got like heavy gloves on, and just like fuck this guy.
Hey, if you guys want to do a group command, go for it. Who's leading?
All right, so
I'll
what
be
is
leading.
this, controlled or risky?
This is going to be desperate. You jumped into a desperate situation. Yep.
Okay.
He's got a gun literally
I'm
pointing
into
at you
it.
guys.
Standard
Desperate means experience, as far as I'm concerned.
extreme.
Yeah, the person leading will take an experience.
Oh boy. That's going to be to resolve. There we go.
Correct. Yeah.
Yep.
Is this
Standard, limited, great, extreme?
It's standard. It's desperate.
Okay.
you're desperate?
I am going to go ahead and push myself to get an extra dice as well. So that'll be 2 extra stress. I'm really stressed out here today, but that's fine.
Let's do it.
Four's the best.
That it is.
And you take 2 extra stress from us.
Cool. I think I hit a trauma for that.
Amazing.
All right, so we can work that in here. So the guy's nervous. He's shaking. Basically, tell him to put down the gun. Everyone's got their weapons. He drops it, and as it hits the ground, it goes off and hits Bishop.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
So
I
Bishop,
Yeah, go ahead. No, you go ahead first. What's the punishment?
the punishment at this point is a 2-point wound.
Okay.
Gut
I would like to protect Bishop in this moment.
All right,
So
that means you
I'd
will
like
take
to
the
jump.
harm. You know that, right?
Yeah. So, if I make a
my
prowess
friend.
resistance to get in
Yep.
in front of it,
Mhm.
can I reduce the harm?
It will reduce the harm to 1 level. Yep.
All right. So when I protect a teammate, I get an extra die on my resistance roll. I assume this is a
Nice.
prowess resistance.
It is a prowess resistance,
Nice.
and you're gonna get a bonus dice when it comes up to it.
Here we go. Hut. All right. So I
6.
take no stress.
Yeah, and take a level 1 harm, grazed.
Now, if I mark armor as well, can I reduce that to like no harm at all?
Absolutely, you can check off your armor instead if you're wearing some.
Okay. And as for stress, where do I stand on that now that I hit trauma?
Your stress is reduced to nothing. You take a trauma and you're taken out of this scene. So whether you've had a panic, you run outside, or whatever, you can come back in a little bit.
Okay, I just kind of like start leaning up against the wall, hyperventilating a little bit, like I didn't think that would work.
Yeah,
It's all right,
and mark
boss.
off one of your traumas. So cold,
Take a breath,
haunted.
would you? And then,
While these guys are getting shot, I am going to stride over to the guy who's disarmed. Say, get on the ground.
And he gets down.
Okay.
It looks like this guy's been arrested a number of times. He gets down, puts his hands on the back of his head.
I'm so mad at you. I'm putting the smelly head sack on your head.
Here you go. I've gone
Yeah.
soft now.
I'll walk over and give him a kick in the ribs.
He's
And-
not alone. We gotta look out for his friends. He's just a lookout.
Yeah, well, I think you should answer our question now, mate. Who the fuck are you?
I'm not gonna wait for the interrogation. I'm gonna go prowl.
Sure.
All right, so you're prowling. You're interrogating. Are you blue coats?
Do I look like a fucking blue coat, mate?
No, but 3 of them burst in here earlier. Where
How'd that
the
go?
foghounds? Not so good. Not so good.
For you or them?
Both. I think they're all still held up on the 2nd floor.
Delightful. Who are you working for?
We're the foghounds. We got hired to get some equipment out of here for some others.
Well, shame for you. And I have a free load item of manacles and chain. I'm just gonna chain up this guy and the 2 local guards that he had on the ground.
Mhm.
Because I don't have time to stand over these guys, so I'm just gonna chain them up to a post or something.
All right. So meanwhile, The lurk. You're sneaking in. Where are you going?
To the second floor, because apparently, this warehouse has multiple floors.
Just two. It's big enough for three, but it has two. You can see there's an elevator, there's a stairway up, and a ladder, but they're all spread across the warehouse.
Okay, well, I'm going to go whichever way has the most subterfuge, because I'm prowling. Probably the ladder.
Mm-hmm. So you're sneaking around. Give me a prowl. You're in a risky situation as you're slipping up.
Let's see. Oops. There we go. All right, so it's risky. And what is it? Standard, limited?
It's standard.
Okay. Does gear help me with this at all?
If you have gear that's going to make it easier, or you have to have gear to do an action of what you're doing. So if you're just climbing a ladder, you're not going to need gear for it. If you had fine gear or some proof thing, like your fine shadow cloak, which I noticed you've taken,
yeah,
would increase it to greater.
Okay, then let me do that. Yeah, no, I came heavy. Mm-hmm. So it's risky. It's great. I don't know why I bother rolling dice.
So you're coming up through the ladder, and like in your shadow cloak, you're almost undetectable.
Almost.
You're climbing, and you can see there's a bunch of blue coats just at the top, but they're not looking at you. They're pinned down. They're looking through the holes between the crates, trying to see the situation. There's no way they're going to see you, and then you feel a tug as you realize the top of your cloak got caught on a nail, and you pop up. One looks up and like, what the hell are you?
Nails, my arch nemesis.
What do you do? He's bringing a pistol up, but it's not pointing at you yet.
I immediately say, "You fools! This is just a diversion. They're on the roof. They're moving around on the roof. We've got to fall back.
Give me a sway." It's going to be it's risky at this point.
Risky,
and it's going to be limited effect. You might get him to pause. Now,
yes.
Okay.
I have a 4.
You do have a 4. So he kind of pauses, looking confused, and roof. And he's looking around. He hasn't lured the other 3 there yet, but he's looking around for way up to the roof. Okay, do you have a chance to get away, or
yes,
what do you want to do?
When I get to the second floor, I see 2 guys pinned down. I guess they're in a firefight with other guys across the floor or something.
It looks like there was a firefight. Right now, they're kind of looking between crates. They've got some crates piled up around them. They're trying to look at the situation. The one guy was reloading his gun when you came up. What's that?
Do I have info on where the lot is, or do we just have the warehouse as a generic location?
Like a
lot
you have an
number?
idea what the crate... Yeah, you'll have like a lot number, but you're not sure where they keep it yet.
Okay. And are there numbers on the walls or anything that would guide me or anything?
There are. It is dark in here, so you're catching the odd one here and there.
I will fix that darkness problem. I have dark light goggles. Bing!
All right. So give me a survey, see how you can make your way here.
Okay. Risky?
It's going to be risky right now. You've distracted him enough that he's not going to shoot your head off. Standard, yep.
All right.
All right. So
not sure why I have that.
You're looking around. You don't see anything matching the lot number at all.
All right. Well, I got to sneak around until I find out what they were shooting at.
Yeah. Grit. You've seen your friend go up the ladder. Edward's still panicking against the wall. What are you doing?
Yeah, I look over here, but I'm like, mate, go outside, get some fresh air, all right?
Just a bit more. Okay, bullets, actually deadly. Whew. Unlike bears.
I look at the dent in the metal plate under my trench coat. I'm like, yeah. You lucky missed that one, mate.
Yeah, lucky. I'll go. Gonna find a crate.
Peruso went up a ladder or something nearby, right?
Yeah. It looks like there's 3 ways up. There's a ladder, there's an elevator, and there's some stairs. The elevator is on this floor right now.
I'm going to go as dramatic as possible. I'm going to cross the warehouse to the elevator and punch the button.
All right, and the electricity surges, and you can feel it lifting up, making one hell of a sound in this quiet warehouse.
Yeah. I'm just and I'll just turn around and have a look around while I'm waiting for it to come up.
Perisso, you can hear the elevator coming up across the room. You can see the blue coats are now focused there. And you can see the other group moving now on the other side near the stairs, aiming their weapons there as well. No one knows what's coming up. And great, you come up and you see a warehouse. You're not really seeing anyone at the moment.
Yeah, well, I'll take a step out, and I'm gonna. Yeah, I just sort of want to survey the situation and look for possible threats, I guess.
All right, give me a survey. You get +1 because you're looking for threats.
Mm-hmm. What's my position and effect?
You're in a risky situation. The effect's going to be standard.
Yep. Bonus die. There's a 5.
All right, so looking around, I imagine you also have the lot number you're looking for.
Yeah, but I'm more interested in looking for these people that the guy said were in a gunfight.
Yeah. So you spot the two of them. They're bringing weapons towards you. Neither side seems to know who you are. You can see.
So who are these two people? They're blue coats?
You can see about 3 or 4 blue coats in one area. And the other group is also armed with pistols. It looks like the two have been shooting it out. And now you're out in the open. And it's kind of
so I can see 2 groups in either direction, right?
Yeah, one by the ladders, one by the stairs. The ladder has some blue coats over it. The stairs have people who are wearing the same pin as the guy you cuffed downstairs.
Right. Flip a coin. But yeah, you said they're like in the process of reloading and whatever from a salvo probably.
A number of them were reloading. Now they're kind of all their attention's on you.
Yeah,
This new guy just showed up. He's armed to the teeth. He's got a baseball bat.
Yeah, I look at the foghounds and I go, "You all owe me for this one, puppies." And I just walk over to the 3 blue coats and I'm just gonna go to town on them with the baseball bat.
All right, Perisso, what are you doing during all this?
I'm gonna unmute my mic.
Good start. Man, this is the moment Grit's been waiting for.
So, yeah. So, no, I'm looking to cross the field of fire and to get to the I want to get to the loot. So if I get, I'm trying to sneak across and hoping I don't get shot by the foghounds or wherever they are.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this is still a risky situation. This is going to be a prowl.
Yeah. Okay.
And while this is being rolled, Grit, give me a desperate skirmish roll, please.
Hell yeah, my favorite. I've already marked my experience.
Yeah, this would normally be...
I'm sorry, I have to stop and ask him, what kind of roll am I making?
Oh, you're making a risky standard roll with prowl,
Okay.
I would imagine. You can take a plus, either a greater effect or +1 because of your cloak.
Oh, should I roll another die then?
That's up to you. Do you want it to be greater effect at 4 or...
I'll take a greater effect of 4.
All right, so you are almost invisible. You make your way to the lot where the crates are, looking around. It looks like there was a spot for 3 crates. There's 1 left here, so someone's been moving them.
Someone's been moving my crates.
Someone's been moving them from this location. You don't know if they're out of the building yet, but you've got at least 1.
There's only one way into the building. Where would they be? Is there a transom or something like that where they can load stuff directly on the second floor from outside?
No.
They gotta be here
goes
somewhere.
into the building, so
They've got to be here. I'm gonna go looking for them. They still have to be on the second floor somewhere.
All right. So, Grit,
Yeah.
you're coming at them, skirmish, desperate. Because you have a fine weapon, it's going to be standard, not limited effect going against this group.
Yep.
Grit, take a
'Cause you're going
+1.
at all
I
of them, I
prepared
assume.
ahead of time.
Oh yeah? Talk to me about
I'm
that.
curious.
Yeah. Well, of course, I used to be a noble in charge of country. Being taken over by military forces. I understand a little bit about tactics and being incredibly overwhelmed and sending people to their deaths. I know exactly what to tell you to do when you're obviously going to be overwhelmed going into this fight against bluecoats. See, what you have to do is you have to split them up, intimidate them, make them confused. Here, drop this at their feet, and they'll have no idea what it is. They'll think it's a grenade. And that is my
like
free use ability.
this moment where Grit like flicks out a cigarette lighter that's sort of like somewhat shaped like a grenade and throws it in the direction of one of the bluecoats before smacking the other one in their head with the bat. Cool, I like it. Do you have a devil's bargain for me, Matt?
Yeah, this is... You do this, the bluecoats are going to be looking for you. They're going to remember this.
I don't know if I want the bluecoats on my trail specifically right now.
Gosh, it's been like 2 weeks and they still have faith in you. Love it.
That's right. I still have like a bluecoats lose faith thing Grit clock running. Because that like basic idea here is like we've got some sort of shitty mask on or whatever, right? So I'm vaguely disguised.
Yeah, devil's bargain is they're going to know it was you.
Yeah. All right. I'll push myself instead. I'll take the 2 stress. Let's go all out on this one.
All right.
Yeah, who's that grit-shaped object? Exactly. Oh god. Only a 4.
Oh, wow.
I needed that last die too. On the 5th die, I hit a 4.
All right, so you leap over the crates and come at them with the bats. Shots go off. When you're done, you're going to take 2 harm for being shot at. You can resist that, obviously. But they're going to be taken out.
Nice. Yeah, I'll take a prowess resistance, I presume?
Yep.
For injury, yeah.
You can bring that down to 1.
Yeah. I can't mark heavy armor, unfortunately, because that would bring me up to 7 load, which I don't have.
Yep. And you've already marked your regular armor.
Oh, hang on. Do we have an upgrade for carrying things? No, we don't. We didn't take that one, did we? The rig.
Not yet.
Okay.
Might be something to vote for in the future.
Yeah, I'm considering taking the mule special ability, which increases my heavy load to 8. I feel like that might be
useful if more of these situations come up.
Yeah. So I'm not protecting anyone except myself, so there's no bonus die here. Let's go. Oh, still no stress. This is what I was waiting for. Just a shot in the... I don't know, where do you get shot that it doesn't hurt that much?
Well, you were shot at. You managed to not get hit, luckily.
Limbs,
like that.
shoulders, non-arterial places.
Yeah. Maybe a couple scratches, but that cheap armor's holding up real good.
So am I still taking level 1 harm, or is like a full avoidance?
Just you're gonna be scratched up. Take a level 1 scratched up.
Scratched and bruised, let's call it. Yeah, and yeah, there's just like that moment at the end of the fight where Grit like spits on one of them and says, "Stupid pigs. All right, puppies, you can come out now." And like walks back over towards them.
All right, they still have their weapons up.
Yeah, and I'm just like walking towards them with like 3-4 pistols pointed at me.
Yep, they're backing up. They look a little nervous after seeing what just happened there. Prusso, you're searching around this warehouse. How are you going about finding these last couple crates? Or are you going in, or is there something else you want to do after seeing Grit take out the blue coats?
There we go. Unmute. Sorry, I had to unmute.
It's all good.
Okay, so I want the crate. So when I hear Grit basically beat the crap out of a bunch of stuff, and those guys do they reveal themselves? They like stand up and show themselves?
Yeah, they're standing up. It looks like Grit doesn't have a gun, so they're backing up.
If they're distracted, I want to sneak behind them to see if I can find out if they were covering the crates or not.
All right. So give me a prowl. You're going to sneak up near them and see what they were hiding.
Okay. I need more details. Risky?
Yeah, it's going to be risky, standard effect.
Okay. Didn't I already make a prowl roll? But I can roll again.
You made a power roll searching through the warehouse to not be seen and find this crate here, but you're looking for the other ones. And now
Okay,
you're moving.
So I found one of the ones we're looking for.
Yes.
Okay. Just mark that, and then risky, and then you said great?
It's going to be great effect, yeah, because you still have your shadow cloak, or you can bring it down to standard and take another prowl.
Well, whatever. I've revealed myself.
Yep, so you make your way over there. They're all looking at Grit. You're almost right in front of them. Pressed against the crates, you look at the lot numbers. These are the crates you're looking for, and what do? Shout out yes or...
Well, I didn't pass the prowl check.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I guess
you've been noticed by them.
something stupid. Yeah, it's like, yes.
Yeah.
Found it.
All right, so they kind of jump at that and look down at you. They got guns pointed at you, but guns pointed at Grit. They weren't this terrified till they watched Grit beat the crap out of 3 blue coats with just a baseball bat.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell at them. Show a little decorum, puppies. Drop the weapons, and I'm gonna try and command them.
All right, give me a command. It's going to be... this is going to be desperate because they're already thinking of shooting you, and it's going to be limited effect.
Okay, I haven't gotten any stress yet. I will assist because I have a gun.
Yeah,
Right.
mate.
You better do what he said.
So you pull a gun on them.
Okay, so this is desperate.
Oh, so if you're assisting, you just take a stress, and I gain a dice.
Oh, I don't roll.
You
Not
don't have
unless
to
it's a
roll
group
for an
action.
assistance.
Oh, I'll just take the stress point.
Mm.
Well, if I roll a desperate roll, though, doesn't it mean I get a chance to exercise the ability?
In a group check, only the person leading gets the.
I'll spend a
Gets
stress
the-
point. Take your bonus.
Yeah.
Give me an excuse.
Yeah. Do you have a devil's bargain for me here?
Devil's bargain in this situation. They're going to know it was your crew. Whoever the Foghounds are going to remember it was your crew.
Okay, these guys I don't care about. I can use the devil's bargain to increase my effect rather than extra dice, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to go up to
Bring up the
standard
standard
effect
effect.
here instead
Right.
of limited effect. And then,
All right.
yeah, and I get 1 bonus die from the assistant.
Mm.
Hey-ya! There's a 5.
All right, so they do put their guns down. They are quite nervous at the moment. But they're putting their guns down. They seen what you did to those blue coats. It didn't go well for them. They start backing away a little bit.
All right, lads. Now, why don't you tell me what you all have to do with these particular crates?
And they're kind of looking at each other for a sec before one steps forward. We were hired to procure them.
By who?
We have a client, a buyer.
Yeah, I like look over to Pariso, and I'm just like, have you found everything we need?
Are these the missing crates behind them?
It certainly does. It looks like they're open. It looks like the pistols they were using were from the crates. One of them's got pistols, others got some small weapons. Some have some weird supplies that you're not quite sure what it is.
So
And
it
there's
is.
still the one back in the warehouse.
Yeah, so it was gun running. It says, this looks like it. You guys could just walk away and pretend you didn't see anything.
It's a shame that the crates were all gone by the time you got here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. They say the one reaches down for his gun, kind of holds his hand up, opens the gun, takes the bullet out, puts the gun in his side and backs away and points at the others, do the same one by one, and they're going to make their way out if you don't stop them.
Yeah, you're welcome for saving you from the blue coats.
Yeah, you're also taking our payday too.
Yes, but we're not taking your lives.
And they are making their way down the stairs unless you guys
Well,
are stopping them.
I mean, I'll pay off the devil's bargain there as they're leaving. I'll say, if Cortland is looking for his gear, tell him the teeth have it. And I'll just like palm one of them off as they go down the stairs.
All right, so at this point, you guys can get the crate out. Edward, you finally calmed down and pulled yourself together.
I'm probably like outside on a crate with the guy that we scared. It's like, yeah, first time, huh? Just both taking a smoke break.
Edward, are you okay? Would you be better off dead?
I think I still prefer living. In fact, more so now.
All right, I hug him and say, let me know if you change your mind.
So you guys have the crates outside. You're getting them on a wagon to get them towards your boat. Not a problem. And you hear the death bells ringing in the center of town.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we did just kill a couple people, didn't we?
Oh, I left. They were still alive and bleeding when I left them, but...
Oh, what's this wee nonsense? I'm looking at Grit over here. I was way over there.
And way in the distance, probably past Night Market, you can see a blue flare going up.
Well, we ought to get out of here before they collect even more evidence than, say, the person we just murdered.
Do they just know when people are killed by violence? Because people are dying all the time.
They
When
do,
anyone
and their
dies,
ghosts
the
can
bells
tell
go
you
off.
what's happening, too.
Yeah, it could just be someone's grandma.
But no one
Yeah,
died
but
here.
there's going to be a crow flying in our direction anytime soon if someone just died inside. I'm just trying to figure out what.
Alright, we don't want to stick around, though, for sure.
No, for sure. That said, I am going to stick around for 10 seconds, long enough to smear some black soot on the wall saying Foghounds Forever.
Just throw them under the bus, too.
I'd rather blame it on the Foghounds than the Lost.
That's it. We'll blame it on the people they hired. We don't like the buyer we want to stay in good with.
Right, we still have to actually sell to them, don't we? Well, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, still, clever plan. Go ahead, do so, and we'll just keep pushing the cart. We'll get down to the water.
All right, so that was a successful heist.
Nice.
Ish, right?
I mean, we got the stuff.
I'm having like Payday 2 flashbacks now. It's like, you almost got away with the loot, but the cops are on you now. Now do a 30-minute holdout.
All right. So we're going to do the payoff quickly, and then we'll take a quick break, if everyone's good with that.
Wonderful.
So, start with your rep. It's a default 2 plus 1 per tier higher you're going with. You guys dealt with a tier 2 situation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be 4 rep for this. I'll just mark that up.
We're almost there.
As for coin, you don't really have a buyer, so there's no coin at this point.
Yeah, that's fair.
You do have a ton of weapons. Heat.
Yeah. I assume we open like all this stuff up and like find out what's in it, right?
Yeah, like if you wanted, you could probably sell all this stuff off over time for about 4 coin.
Right.
Do you
Well,
want
we
to
need
hold
to
on
find a
to it or
buyer.
not? Well, I'm just saying default right now. If you wanted to sell it off, not care who it goes to, you could exchange it for 4 coin.
I see.
I think we did want to keep it. Would it be possible petition to get the quality weapons?
Yeah, if we keep it ourselves, could it be like the weapons upgrade? Instead of getting the...
Can you spend coin to buy upgrades, or is it only with experience?
Usually,
these are good questions.
You get
Coin
like
is
upgrades.
for-
Sorry, you go, Matt.
Upgrades usually come from crew advancement or stuff that came up or so on. What I'm going to do is, if you keep it, I'm going to put a clock called Arsenal. And it will work like quality weapons upgrade for 6 times. Then you use up what you had.
I see. So it's
That
like
sounds good.
Yeah, so we could use it as quality weapons, but it wouldn't last forever.
Okay, I have a question.
Correct.
Why are you buying weapons when our crew specifically won't use violence because it's against their principles?
Oh no, this is just an option.
Well,
Okay.
our boat crew won't use weapons. We can use as
Yeah.
many weapons as we like.
Correct.
So the effect this has, Raph, is now all of our weapons would be upper tier for the next. Like,
At any point, you can declare that the weapon you're using for that job was from the arsenal. Take off an arsenal, it goes from a regular weapon to a fine weapon until it's used up.
Done.
Mm.
That's a little
Right,
weird though,
so-
because I guess yes, I'm good with this. Let's do this.
We got a mission that'll last us at least a couple of a buff that'll last us a couple missions. Yeah.
yeah, and worst case, we could sell off some of it later on the track if we find the buyout.
Right. Well, I'll
Now, was the operation quiet and smooth? No.
Not really.
Well, it was an assault mission, so I'm not really sure.
see. In terms of assault, it
Quiet.
seemed like it went smoothly because we didn't have a lot of complications, but it wasn't quiet because it's assault.
Yeah.
Was it contained like a standard thing? I don't think so, because the blue coats are already there.
What does contained mean?
Well, contained means only a couple people see you at most. Maybe there was a loud noise once or twice.
Yeah, the only people who saw us were the Foxhounds, where we made an attempt to intimidate them, and we eliminated all the bluecoats.
They do
Bluecoats
have
didn't
ghosts. Oh, they're not dead. Okay.
From my understanding, they were just beaten.
Right, we neutralized them. So, all right, I guess that doesn't count as contained because we were seen.
Well, we can count it as contained, but then we can count it as high-profile targets for being the blue coats.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
All right. +1 heat if the situation has hostile turf. No, you guys work out of night market. Add 1 heat if you're with war with another faction. Nope. Add 2 if killing was involved. Nope. We just established they all survived. So that's 3 heat.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it would be. We did do this in our own turf, so that is more heat.
Oh, it's if you're in hostile turf, it's more heat.
Does any of the heat get mitigated by... Wait, 3 total?
3 total heat.
Yeah, no, I think it's mitigated because the heat went up, but we're still calling this contain. Excuse me,
Right.
contain. So I think
Yeah.
that qualifies. Like it was absurdly huge, but the people who were there, no thanks. I think
The
I think
fallout is contained.
Do we
didn't
take extra
blow
heat for
anything
killing
up.
someone, though?
Yeah, we didn't blow anything
Did you
up.
kill someone?
Did you kill
Well, I
someone?
don't know. Did we? I thought you said that there was a death involved in the score.
Oh,
that
you
might
heard
not-
the death bells, which meant someone in the city has died.
Okay, so we didn't go back to check if it was someone that we fought, but so
Well, you didn't see any crows in your area, and you've seen a blue light shoot up in another district, which is a flare that the blue coats use.
oh,
when they need
okay,
help.
sorry, I missed that bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. So that
Right.
makes sense then.
So we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and then we will come back.
All right. We'll
Do
see you
some
all in a
downtime.
minute then.
Amazing, awesome.
Now I just gotta find a scene that has an away screen that I can use here. Everyone gets to watch me find it.